just not making any money, but having a lot of fun. And then we sold our first account. $1 million account. First sale. We were going to take the solution and we were going to build this out. It was going to cost us a lot of money to do this, but we could sell what it was and we could prototype what this was going to be. And that first day, after that was signed, took a little bit, and we got our first check. It was a $100,000 check that paid 10%. And we'd really, it was like 4 people working in our basement, and actually working everywhere. It was not even the basement, it was on the sofa, it was in the kitchen, we're working everywhere. And so I turned around and said, you know what, this is such a memorable time. I gotta do something here that's different and that will stay with me. So I rented a limo, got this to come in, and I went and I gave everybody $1,000 cash. And I said, here's the deal. We've worked very hard, we're gonna go party, and you've gotta spend $1,000 each. And it's gotta be spent tonight. Because if anyone hasn't got it spent tonight, we're gonna throw it out the window at the end. And we had a great party. And everybody remembers the party to date. And had I given them the $1,000 check, that would have just gone and sat in a bank account, and that would be over and done with. And after that, lots of things happened, great things happened, but what it taught me was that I can't fear the odds. The odds of trying this versus the odds of, a career path. And I loved it too much. And I just couldn't stay away from it. So with that, we started off on this path. We learned a lot of lessons during the process, including things like cash flow management and all that other things that are important to make sure you can make payroll. But during that entire time, everybody turned around, and we got to many spots where we were like, what's going to happen? We've gone down the road, we don't know if there's going to be left turn, right turn. But one thing we knew, that between the core team, we had enough confidence in each other, in ourselves, that when we get to that, we'll figure it out. If we get to a dead end, and there isn't there, we will build a bridge. If we take the wrong turn, we have to come back, we have to do something else, we will do it. And that core team, and that level of confidence, and that energy, and that passion, I believe, is what helped us get past lots of those struggling aspects. We never got any venture cap in our company. It was all funded through, self funds and bank loans and other things, because it's just a little bit of it's a little too close. After a while, you start to look at other options because you have, your goals change, or your dreams become a little bit bigger. But throughout that segment, we went through, and we still have, complete ownership of the company. Today, we've got, a little over 400 employees. We've got a few divisions. We've tried to build the company where it's recession-proof. So in the non-recession years, we're growing at about 20-25% on an annualized basis. In the recession era, we grew at 18%. So that wasn't a bad way to kind of structure it. And during this entire time, we looked into going offshore because of just the difference in labor rates. No other reason. And I went to Bangalore and Hyderabad and NCR and Chandigarh. And for some reason, it's that Punjabi blood, or that element of the love for Punjab. We said, we're going to do it in Chandigarh. And so we built our operations in Chandigarh. We were one of the first companies, about 11 years ago is when we started in Chandigarh. And a few years ago, we got the award for the highest software exports in North India, which is a very proud moment for us. And we are truly in that area. We are a brand that competes with the Infosys and the DCSs of this world. Our employees do not leave to go to those companies. And with that, you know, we're here. It's a fun ride. Anyone that's kind of thinking about it, don't do it for the sake of doing it. Either you're gonna, if you love it, you've got the passion, then don't let it stop you. Otherwise, you know, pick partners that can kind of help you along. Thank you.
Actually, Manjeet was actually one of the first people to actually confirm for our event. So we from the SAC want to thank you because you have again supported us right from the very beginning. At this time, I'd like to call upon Harpreet Singh, the Director of Community Relations Services for the Department of Justice in Philadelphia, and Harbhajan Singh from PTC Punjabi to come and present Manjeet with his award. And lifetime membership. Let's not forget that. It's worth a lot. I'm just going to adjust a little. Perfect. So, one more. Hasn't it been wonderful so far? What phenomenal speakers. Give them a round of applause. So I'm sure they say, last but not least, but this gentleman has been phenomenal. There are times in our community where you truly come to value how strong and united we are. The next gentleman exemplifies community support and leadership. Ravinder Singh Balla. Ravi is an attorney at law and a partner-in-law at the law firm of Balla & Cho. He currently serves as the City Council President for the City of Hoboken and is the first Sikh elected official in the state of New Jersey. Give him a round of applause, everybody. He's serving as councilman in Hoboken since 2009. Named by New Jersey Super Lawyers magazine as one of the rising stars in the legal profession today, his law firm provides businesses like ours, small and medium-sized businesses, with representation on a variety of employment and business law and litigation. There's a referral out there. As a business leader, a social activist, that in 2002 gained nationwide recognition for his legal advocacy, arising from a jail visit to a client in a criminal defense matter that ironically resulted in a violation of his own constitutional and civil rights as a Sikh American. The incident motivated Ravi to lead a campaign that resulted in a nationwide change in the federal government's visitation policies at correctional facilities and national recognition in the New York Times. Everyone, please join me in providing a very warm welcome to a voice of the Sikh people, Mr. Ravinder Singh Balla.
Good evening, and thank you very much. And I want to congratulate the Sikh American Chamber of Commerce for this really historic occasion. I think what we see here in all of you is a critical mass. We've reached a critical mass where we as a community can come together to manage our own affairs and actually help each other from within. So it's a very proud moment, I think, for the Sikh community to be here, to gather here tonight. And I want to thank Sarvinder Singh as well as Omkar and Yadvinder Singh and the board of directors at the Sikh American Chamber of Commerce for putting in so much effort to make this night a success. I'm going to be as brief as possible, as brief as a lawyer can be. I know we've heard a number of inspirational and motivational speeches tonight. And you know, I just want to start with the story when I was graduating from law school. And when you graduate from law school, everyone's kind of on the job hunt, trying to look for a job into a law firm or some area of the legal profession. And I asked a classmate what he was doing after he graduated, and he said I was going to be working at a law firm in Louisiana. And I asked him about the firm, and he said that it was actually the firm that my father is a partner in. And I said, that's wonderful. And then I said, what are you going to be doing there? And he said, well, you know, my father's father had started the law firm, and that's where I'll be going. And it made me realize that as a community, at least in the legal profession, we didn't really have that. We didn't. Sure. There we go. I'm sorry. Is that better?
Yes.
We didn't really have that institutional support in the legal profession. My father came to this country with not much money in his hands, and he started a small business. He was an entrepreneur himself, a physicist who invented about 40 patents in the area of high-pressure sodium lighting technology, and eventually started a small business and became successful by working hard, believing in the American dreams, and also doing so without really sacrificing his Sikh principles and his Sikh identity. And that's really, what I want to convey here tonight is throughout my whole life I've dealt with this question about whether or not in America there is a conflict between being a Sikh and being an American. And it's something that's always confronted me and challenged me in the course of my careers and relative successes. I say relative successes because there are many people in this room who are far more successful in their careers than I am. But I always kind of wondered whether or not being a lawyer and being a Sikh was compatible. And I was confronted with that question graduating from law school. Can I stand in front of a jury of my peers in America and convince a jury of my peers of the position of my client and do so successfully? Can I take on clients, or will clients take on myself as their attorney? And can I be successful going to court, standing before a judge or a jury as a Sikh American? And I'm proud to say, after